So China is gathering millions of Uyghurs, these Muslims in China, loading them onto trains, bringing them to camps, then murdering them, and selling their organs to the highest bidder. They're actually starting an organ farm with millions of people. Right now. This is footage of it. You can see they shave their heads. Now look, China is 110% part of the New World Order. Okay? And they are paying off and working in collaboration with these traders in our country that are trying to sell our country out. 1, 2, trying to destroy our country and tear it out from the inside and divide and conquer. 3, well, they're trying to completely erase us as a people. Now, it's not just China to blame here, like I said. It's these Bill Gates types. It's many others, such as many in the Democratic Party and the neocons that are working in collaboration with China and others all across the planet to build a one world order, to build a globalist enslavement system. And China is just really the I guess you could call it the beta test, and it's working perfectly. And I say that in an ironic way because it's working perfectly for them. This is what they want. And this is the most serious human atrocity and human rights violation on the planet right now. What's happening to these Uyghurs. Nobody talks about it. Your media doesn't talk about it. Because they're working in collaboration with these people. Like, don't you realize that? China's live harvesting of political prisoner organs continues to this day. And I want to direct everybody to this speech by Attorney General Barr at the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum just a few days ago. It's about 45 minutes long, where he details and discusses the seriousness of the threat of China. All right? The plan, the New World Order globalist end times plan, is a World War III with China. And that is literally going to happen really soon. They want it to happen really soon. I'm not saying it can't be stopped. But the tone of this speech and the in-depth nature of the discussion here from this Barr speech is so profound. I would recommend everybody watch it. I watched it twice. It's from a few days ago, and he just goes over the extent to which China's infiltrated our political system, Hollywood, academia, industrial espionage. I mean, everything from the medical industry, from finance to everything you can think of. A lot of what's going on here, the executors and many of the collaborators are directly connected to the Chinese Communist Party. It really is insane. Like, not to mention that thing we're all dealing with currently that is, well, forcing many of us to wear facial diapers at the grocery store, came from where? Okay, now, it's just crazy. The tone is rising, and Trump just signed an executive order titled the President's Executive Order on Hong Kong Normalization, in which he gets more strict with the People's Republic of China on their total takeover of Hong Kong. They're doing what they're not supposed to do. They're breaking their promise and their treaties here. the Hong Kong was supposed to be like a Western sort of safe haven where individualism and free expression could still exist in China, like a little island of hope, I guess you could say. Although it had its own sort of Western type of tyrannical propaganda and stuff and brainwashing. But let me tell you, you'd rather live in the United States or any Western country a year ago, because it's getting worse now in 2020, but let's just say a year ago in the good old-fashioned Western civilization, you'd rather live in classical traditional Western civilization the way it's supposed to be than anywhere near Communist Party China. Okay, with the open authoritarianism, with the scientific dictatorship, trust me. And this is being implemented here, and this is why I have my channel, to stop it. Some of this executive order goes over several things. I mean, just several things relating to Hong Kong and, Trump's cracking down on China here to try to stop them from taking over Hong Kong and the people of Hong Kong, and trying to crack down on these riots and protests there. Section 4 here, that's pretty alarming, that I wanted to go over with you guys, because so many times throughout history, this type of stuff happens preceding a hot war, okay? Essentially, Section 4 of this executive order allows Trump or the federal government to freeze the assets of anybody directly or indirectly connected with the Chinese People's Republic, the People's Republic of China, in Hong Kong at all. So, like, anything even remotely indirectly connected, anybody, any American citizen, any business, any corporation connected to Hong Kong or by extent or by default, the Chinese Republican People's Republic of China, whatever. Well, they can have their assets frozen. This is the type of stuff, frozen and withdrawn, by the way. Just whatever. Okay, this is the type of stuff that was done before hot wars. This is the type of stuff that is done. Like, this isn't just, currency manipulation, maybe some sanctions or something even. No, we're going to freeze the assets. Like, guys, this is China we're dealing with here. This isn't, Iran. So this is like getting into a hot war. Obviously, there's stuff going on in the background that we don't know about. And with all the chaos that's been happening in 2020, let me tell you, I made a couple predictions on Twitter throughout this year so far. The next bullcrap thing that's going to happen, you're going to see some sort of internet, cell phone, or power outage that's going to last for a long time. Maybe an EMP or something like that. Or you're going to see war with China, or it could manifest as both in sort of the same thing. Because let me tell you, this Twitter hack, and for those of you that follow me on Twitter at Press Reset Earth, there were dozens, if not, was it hundreds or thousands? I don't know. There was a lot of blue checkmark accounts that were hacked, all tweeting out the same thing. It was essentially a Bitcoin scam, quote unquote, saying, if you send your Bitcoin to this Bitcoin address, I will send you back twice as much. And it was all the same tweet. It was a hack. And we had blue checkmark verified accounts like Barack Obama, Elon Musk, Kanye West, Bill Gates, Joe Biden, Apple official account, Uber official account, tweeting out this tweet. They were all hacked. This wasn't just some kid in his basement. This wasn't just some anonymous hacker. Guys, this was a government operation. This was China. Now look, this Twitter hack, I'm saying this is probably China. Okay, this Twitter hack happened the day after Trump signed that executive order I just showed you, cracking down on China and cracking down on Hong Kong. Okay? So it sounds like there's look, in my opinion, this was probably China hitting the United States in a spot that could ruin us if done in the right way. And of course, it was just a warning. And they wanted Trump, they wanted U.S. officials to know, dude, we could psychologically mind control your whole population at any time by tweeting out anything we want on any blue checkmark account on your little Twitter bullcrap. They have their technological backdoors. Okay, China's infiltration here in the United States is so astounding. 80% of all espionage charges put forth by the Justice Department here in the United States are in relation to benefiting China. 80%. The technological backdoors they've built in all the products they send over here, and all of it's just unbelievable. The infiltration into academia, into the political system, Hollywood, all the things I mentioned. Like, this is what Barr talks about in this speech, okay? This is what's going on, and let me tell you, the New World Order is gearing up for war with China. Be prepared. Know what's going on. Have your storable foods. Have your guns and ammo. Have your survival guides. Your skills. Your state of mind. All of those things in check. You're going to need it. I think we'll be okay, but I'm just saying, the more prepared you are, the better off you'll be. Okay? So that's all I have to say about that. And the number one thing you should do, by the way, I just got to say this. If you're in the city, get out of the city. Just had to say that. If you believe in what I do here at Press Reset Earth, please consider becoming a Patreon or Subscribe Star member. Links in the description box below for that. Also, like, share, subscribe, comment below. As always, it's been Press. Keep your head up, stay real, and no fear.